Hello and welcome. Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to be looking at converting units of area. And this is one of the GCSE topics, although it cuts across the board, year 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Let's go. Example 1, convert 1 centimeter squared to millimeter squared. We know that 1 centimeters is 10 millimeters, right? Okay, and this is a square, so we know that this side will be 1 centimeter as well, and this side will be 10 millimeters. Okay, because it's a square, so 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. Now to find the area of this one, it's going to be 1 times 1, which is 1. Okay, and then for this to be 10 times 10, which is 100. Okay, so it means 1 centimeter squared, 1 centimeter squared equals 100 millimeters squared. Okay. A common error is that students will just say 1 centimeter squared is 10 millimeters squared. So it is better to advise my students to draw the shape out and do the conversion and find the area of each shape and then see the what the answer comes out with. That's very important. Okay. Now let's try another example. Okay, convert 7.5 centimeters squared to millimeters squared. All right. There are several ways of doing this because in the exam when students see 7.5, they panic. All right. All you need to do is look for two numbers that multiply to give you 7.5. 7.5. What are the two numbers? You could just go for 1 and 7, really. 1 and 7. Because 1 times, sorry, and 7.5 rather. Because 1 times 7.5 will give you 7.5. So let's go for that. So 7.5 here. Centimeters. The unit is very important since we are converting units of area anyway. And this is 1 centimeter. Okay. Now let's do the conversion. We know that 100 centimeter is 1 meter. All right. So if you are going from centimeter to meter, you divide. So you're going to divide this by 100. Okay. So you're going to have here 0.01 centimeters. And then for the 7.5, you're going to have 0.075. I beg your pardon, meters, not centimeters there. So meter per 1 meter, because we've done the conversion now. Okay, 0.0575 meters there. Okay, for those of you asking, because I know some students struggle in dividing numbers by 10, 100, and 1,000. So if you're dividing by, so 7.5 divided by 100. There's another video on this on dividing integers and decimals by 100. Okay, but let's just do this quickly. You're dividing by 100, so you move it twice. 1, 2, so your decimal point is now here. That's how we got the 0.075, for those of you wondering. Okay, now let's go straight to the area. So the area for this is going to be 1 times 7.5 which is 7.5. 7.5 centimeters squared now, because we've calculated the area. And then for this one, it will be 0.01 times 0.075. Now click the pause button and have a go at the answer. Okay, so did you get this right? Well done if you did. So it means 7.5 centimeters squared is the same thing as 0.0075 meters squared. So we've done the conversion there. So like I said earlier, you must draw the shape to allow you to do the conversion easily, because it's a common error questions in the exams. Students make a lot of mistakes on questions like this, okay? Now let's try another example. Here we go. So we need 120 meters squared to centimeters squared. Okay, and we know that 1 meter is 100 centimeter. Okay, so let's do the conversion. There are several ways of doing this as well. Don't forget, I said earlier that you need two numbers that multiply to give you 120. Okay, you could have 1 and 120. You could have 2 and 60, and so on. Okay, as long as the two numbers multiply to give you 120. Now I'm going to use this second set of numbers. I'm going to use 60 and 2. All right, so 60 meters squared. Okay, so 60 meters by 2 meters. Okay. If I do the conversion, we know that 1 meter is 100 centimeter. Okay, so now we have 2 meters. So that will be 200 centimeters. Did I hear you say 200? Well done. So that'll be 200 centimeters. And the 60 meters, if you multiply that by 100, you're going to have 60. Okay, 6,000 centimeters. Now we calculate the area. So 60 times 2. Okay, and that'll be 120 meters squared. That's what we wanted. That's what we want to convert. 120 meters squared. Now let's do this. Okay, a quicker way of doing it is to do 2 times 6 is 12. Okay, let's do the calculation first. Let's write out the calculation. For those of you who are making notes, yeah, it's important to show your steps. To show your steps of working is very important. All right. Okay, so 6 times 2 is 12. And how many zeros? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Centimeters squared. All right, so we've done the conversion there. So it means 120 meters squared is the same thing as 1.2 million centimeters squared. Okay. All right. Another example. This will be our last example, but have a go. We want to convert 13 millimeters squared. Press the pause button and have a go. Okay, did you get this right? Did you split out your number like I did? Yeah, 13 and 1, or it could be 2 and 7.6.5, you know? Did you get this right? So it means 13 millimeters squared. Yeah, is the same thing as 0.13 centimeters squared. Well done if you did. If you didn't, do your correction and take note for next time. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. You can click the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.